Hi! Every time I do like a sit down video like this, I try to have like a fun bevy so that we can just like chill out together. Today I have water though, because after I film this video, I'm about to go on like a little date with Tracy. We are trying like a new spot today, and they have like a lot of fun things on their menu. So I'm like reserving my fun beverages to have one over there. And I also haven't drank enough water today, so water it is. Anyway, I am so happy to be sitting down for this video again. This is going to be the second video going through like my monthly goals and reflections, and I'm so happy to be back with it. If this is the first time that I'm on your screen, hi, I'm Charmaine and you are so welcome here. I'm so happy that you're here. And if this is not my first time on your screen, then hi, I'm so happy that you're back. We are going to like strap in, get down and dirty with like goals and reflections of the past month, the new month, and I just want us to go through this and be as consistent as possible and hold one another accountable and do like really major things. I posted this quote on Instagram yesterday saying that last week I was saying that I'm stressed, and this week I say that I am under divine pressure because I'm building something great. And that narrative shift is just incredible. I wanted to not skip this video even though I have a lot of things going on, but I want us to be consistent with it. And I'm really thrilled to be talking about like how the last month is going and my expectations and things that I'm working towards into the new month as we are nearing the end of the year. Can you believe that there's like already Christmas decorations in stores? I am not ready. But let's get straight into the video. This would be like the perfect time for you to pick up a notebook, pick up your phone. I am like a phone taking notes kind of person unless I'm journaling. Open a laptop, open a notebook, open your phone, and let's go through some goals. Okay. In this video, we are going to go through some of like my October goals, see what I've accomplished, habits I've picked up and stuff like that. And then also like reflect on the last month, and then also set some new goals for November. And by the end of this video, I'm also going to be going through some of my monthly favorites that really stood out for me this month. Okay, so let's start with the October reflections. This month literally just flew by in a flash. It came and gone, but I did feel as though like I had a better hang of it this month than I felt in September. I felt as though I juggled things like better. I was incredibly busy, but in a good way, like busy with the right things, busy with things that fed my soul. I also made time for myself to just like hone in on myself, focus on myself before I started giving myself to everything else and whoever else needs me. So I've been like really good with setting boundaries and stuff like that, in some sense. In others, maybe not as much, but I felt as though I did really good. I also took like 2 little getaway trips this month, which a month where I'm not traveling is just, I don't really vibe with that. I really feel as though I need that kind of break out of my routine. Otherwise, I can just like be go, go, go. And until I'm traveling, I don't really switch off with stuff like that. So because of the opportunities that I had to actually go away this month, I think that makes me feel like a lot more centered in October. And so far, I don't have anything planned for November yet, but just saying this out loud maybe has me thinking that I should consider maybe seeing if I can do like a little breakaway or something in November as well. So I'm actually going to make like a little mental note of that right now. Other than that, I'm feeling like super happy with how October has been going. I had like a few campaigns this October that I really liked. I feel as though as a content creator, I did stuff that I was super proud of. I posted a travel vlog, which is something that I haven't done in 3 years, which I'm really happy about. I read some great books. I listened to some great podcasts. I feel as though overall, I have just been like moving forward this month, which has been fantastic. And I think that comes with like writing down goals and setting intentions and stuff for the new month. I feel as though like just by putting it out there into like the world and into the universe, you automatically become that person that reaches those goals. You automatically step into that, and then it just like becomes easier for you to actually like get stuff done, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, if your goals are written down and put out there, Honestly, such a game changer. So let's look at my goals from October. For personal goals, I had a few. I had waking up at 7 a.m., which I have been really good with. Like I don't do this like every day. I do this maybe 4 or 5 times per week. And then I do sleep later on like days, especially that me and JC has like a similar schedule, and we get to stay in bed a little bit longer, and then I would wake up like an hour or two later. So I have been really good with those kind of goals, and I feel as though it's working super well for me. I feel as though I'm like really getting a lot done. So really love that for me. And then I wanted to take a digital detox once per week. I have not been the best at this. Like there were days that I wasn't posting at all or creating any content, but I was still consuming content. And it wasn't until like our last getaway, which was literally last weekend, where the signal was absolutely terrible. So I couldn't be on Instagram or TikTok or like consume any content. I was just reading and stuff like that. And it was so nice. Like I'm literally this close to asking JC to just like maybe switch my phone on like airplane mode or something. But once a week feels like a lot to do that actually. Like maybe I don't need that, but it was really lovely to not be consumed with other people's stuff. Like it was so good to just like step back from the world and be like in my own bubble. So maybe I should stick to once a week. So I have to get better with that. So I wasn't the greatest at this. In fact, I was really terrible at this. If it wasn't for the signal, then I would not have taken a digital detox. So don't really love that for me. Don't love that for me at all. So a digital detox once per week, I did not do that, okay? For my wellness goals, I wanted to do 3 to 4 weight training sessions per week. I've been pretty good with that, except when I was traveling, but I'm not like hard on myself like that at all. I don't expect myself to be hitting the gym when I'm traveling. It's just not my expectation. Sometimes if the opportunity arises, I will do some activity during that, but I feel as though like one of our trips we went to Sun City, so we did like a lot of walking. We climbed a lot of stairs at like the Valley of the Waves, and that is enough for me. Like I won't push myself to like exercise when I'm on holiday. It's just not the person that I am. It's not in my journey. But when I was at home, I felt as though I did maintain like good like gym sessions and a good like routine with that. I did want to take one outside walk or hike each week. So crazy because we know like what these kind of things like means for our mental health, and I always know like how much better I feel when I do these things. And I've actually put it out there that I know that it makes me feel better when I go on a walk. Sometimes I will have the time and I just won't do it. I'm not a big fan of that, okay, of that kind of mindset. So I am still trying to change that. I went on 3 walks, okay, so it was supposed to be 4. I did 3, which is not terrible, but I did do like the last 3 within the last 2 weeks. So for the first 2 weeks of the month, I did still do like 0 walks. And I'm waiting for like the days to cool off, like in the afternoon, okay, before I go on this walk. But then every now and then I just come sit at this exact spot, or I lie underneath a tree and just like read my book at this time, because it's still like the day is cooling off. I don't know if you can hear the birds right now and stuff, but we have like a pretty active garden. So I come here and I read and stuff, which is also good for my soul. And I feel it's also good for my mental health, but I do still want to like do the walks, because when I do the walks, like my mind is constantly running, but still at the same time, like it's running, but in a good way. And I love that, okay? So I haven't been the best with that. I haven't been perfect. Let's say I'm like 70% there, I guess, okay? I also wanted to drink 1 cup of green tea each day, and with that I'm pretty consistent with. I have maybe 1 or 2 cups each day, but when I was traveling I did not focus on that a lot, but I'm not beating myself up on that. Can I be better with it? Yes. Can I be more consistent with it? Yes. But when I'm at home, I'm actually pretty good with it. So I'm fine with how I performed in that area. In terms of my financial goals, I told you that I am in contact with my accountant to clear out of my tax or anything that's still like in the air right now. As a content creator, it's really difficult for me to find an accountant that actually knows what I'm doing and knows like which things can like be a write-off and stuff like that. And I feel as though I might have found a good accountant for it, but it is still like a little bit up and down. But at this point, actually, she's usually making me wait, but at this point it's me. I am the problem, because she sent me like this whole list of things that she needs. And the thing that I just hate about accountants is that they assume that you know what they are talking about. So it's like this whole list of maybe like 10 things that she needs from me, and I only know how to gather like one of them. Okay, so because I don't know what the other stuff is, and I've literally asked her like, what is the stuff, and she replied by basically saying it's like she needs like a bank confirmation letter. Okay, cool. I'm like, what is a bank confirmation letter? Where do I get this thing? Whatever. And she's like, it's a letter of confirmation from the bank. That's her reply. Are you kidding me? So, okay, there's like a list of 10 things that I have to send to her. The only thing that I can do is like send her a photo of me and my ID. That's the one thing that I can actually do from the list. The rest of the stuff, I don't know. I have to figure that out. So in November, that's going to be, I'm going to reply her this month, because I think she's been waiting for a reply from me for at least a week and a half at this point, with that list of things that she asked me. I just don't know it. But see, that's what irritates me from accountants. I need an accountant for dummies, because sometimes I feel as though they don't want to explain something for you, because you can actually do it yourself once you know the things that they require from you. But I don't want to do it myself. I just want someone to explain to me exactly what's going on, because I'm just a girl. It's not going well. Okay, so financial goals. I did not figure stuff out of my accountant, and I did not enter the stock market in October. So that's a really big fail. Social media goals I'm pretty excited about, because my goal was to do 15 posts on Instagram this month. Okay. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram yet, you should, because I posted 14 posts on Instagram this month. Is it 15? No, it's not. But it's so much better than I did in September, which I think was like 9 posts. So I'm really happy with that. It's progress. It's like movement in the right direction. And I'm super thrilled about that. So been doing really good with that. I've been like keeping up with my DMs a lot more, which is something that was also like one of my goals. I left DMs for way too long. Some days I still don't get to them, but I am doing like a lot better. Like the awareness, just knowing that it's a goal of mine that I want to like answer and respond sooner, has led me to actually answering and responding sooner. So I am happy with that. This hair, are you kidding me? Then in terms of YouTube, I wanted to upload 2 YouTube videos this month. One of them was like the October goals and reflections from September, which I uploaded that one. And then I also posted a vlog of our trip to Sun City, and we went like hot air ballooning for our anniversary, and I vlogged all of that. If you haven't watched it yet, I am really super proud of this vlog, mainly because it's my first travel vlog that I've made or filmed in like 2 years, which is a really big deal for me. But I feel as though I was like much more relaxed during this vlog, because there was once that I wanted to like film like a little staycation vlog, and I was making us do things to make like the vlog interesting. Okay, so we were doing stuff that we wouldn't normally have done had I not wanted to vlog it. Okay, and sometimes that can be cool, because it kind of pushes you to have more fun and to experience more and stuff like that. But in other ways, it's also like not a true representation of that kind of like traveler or person that you are. Okay, so it was really hard for me to like find a balance of that. And I think that's what kind of why I stopped travel vlogging, because I just wanted to live in the moment and not have to like script good things that would make the vlog interesting. I just wanted to be me. And this time around, I was actually just me. Like I was just propping up the camera whenever I was already doing stuff. I wasn't doing stuff to film it. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that tracks for you, because it really did track for me. It was like a very eye-opening trip by vlogging it and seeing kind of like how I can actually do this without feeling as though I'm putting on a show. That was really big for me. Okay, but I did post 2 videos on YouTube. Okay, and that was basically my goals and my progression of October. So let's do some like monthly reflections of it. What have I done well this month? So I think I've done well in managing my time better this month and knowing where my time is like the most valuable. I've also consumed a lot of content in terms of personal development, which is really good. I think I'm like on a very like upwards trajectory of like most content that I've consumed in like a long while, within a month, of personal development and stuff. And I feel as though it's like expanding my mind. I'm having really thought-provoking conversations because of it, and I'm spending and investing my time wisely because of it. So I've also been doing that really, really well, and like focusing on personal development. Okay, what can I improve on next month? I want to do like a few things that's kind of like high maintenance in order to be low maintenance. I feel as though like I have like this whole professional collection skincare range, okay, that's like salon treatments kind of stuff, but that you can do at home, but it just takes time, and I've just like for the last few months not made the time for it. So I want to be making like more time for myself in that kind of like self-care vibe or self-care category. I also want to actually go get my brows done and stuff like that, because I haven't had someone do my brows in literally years, and I always feel as though it makes you look so put together. When the days that I'm like go, I feel as though it would actually save me some time if I have like a few things just like done up already. So I really want to like improve on that kind of self-care for myself, because I am starting to notice like my skin starting to get like a little bit dull, or just being flaky, or my brows are just like looking horrendous. And I just think that that would be like a really big improvement for myself and for my confidence. Okay, am I happy with my results of the last month? I think I'm pretty happy. I think I've did pretty well with the goals that I set out for myself. I feel as though if I can just get this going and like keep this momentum going, then I would be able to end the year off pretty strong. Okay, 3 things that I am grateful for this month. Number 1 is I feel as though I made really great connections and memories with JC this past month, my husband. Okay, I feel as though we had a really, really great month. We had really good communication, we had really great connections. The limited time that we had together was so well spent that it just filled my cup in all aspects. So I'm super grateful for him, and for him also leaning into me when he had the time. And when both of us are busy and you have to make that time for one another, we've just like been like super intentional with it, and I really have appreciated that. The second thing that I'm really grateful for is that I've been seeing my dad a lot this month. It's not under the best of circumstances though. So he's currently going through like a breakup. It's so weird because nobody ever talks to you, or it's not talked about like how to deal with your parents when they're heartbroken, and how to have grace with them, and how to assist and advise and like be there for them. I don't know, I'm just like really struggling to best support him in this time, but I am happy to be someone that he can lean on, and we've also created some really good memories this month. Last weekend we went for like a bike ride, and it's October in Pretoria, so it's literally like the Jacaranda start. The streets are lined with all like these purple flowers and stuff like that, and we just had so much fun on the bike, and it's something that I haven't done since I was a kid. So I also like healed an inner child by spending time with my dad, and he loved it as well. Like it literally made him so emotional just doing that. So I had like really great connections and memories with my dad this month. A third thing that I'm grateful for is that I had 2 really incredible campaigns this month, but one of them was like a campaign that you got paid for, and it was 3 posts that you had to do for this campaign, and after each post it was like spread out over a month. There was like 100 people participating in this campaign, so after each post they had like top 3 winners of this specific post, okay, and then they would earn something by winning, okay. So by your performance you were also like earning something through that, okay. And all 3 weeks of it came, and I didn't win a single week, and I was like, I doubted myself so much, because, but again, only 9 out of 100 people won, so it's not that big of a deal. But somehow I'm super delusional in the fact that I don't know, I was just like so disappointed. And then there was like a 4th winner, which was like over all posts best winner. It also was like the biggest prize that you could win, and I won that, and I was so happy about that. So I didn't win like the individual weeks, but I ended like winning the overall best performance during the campaign. And sometimes as a content creator, because there's nobody like patting you on the back and saying like you are doing a great job, and you're not seeing like performance bonuses, you are not seeing as though you are getting promoted or stuff like that. There's no like tangible thing for content and seeing how good it performs, and like if it is even good content or stuff like that. So by kind of winning in this category, I just really loved it. I'm super grateful for it. Not for what I've won necessarily, obviously that's great, but just kind of the recognition and the being like, hey, you are doing something right. You got this. You know what you're doing. Just like keep doing you. Your ideas are good. Your execution is perfect. Like just keep doing that. So I'm super grateful for that, and kind of that recognition, I guess. Okay, and then my overall monthly reflection for October is that time management and consistency is key for me. Like, if I can get that down, I can work like a machine, I can get shit done, and that's really what I have to focus on. Time management is like my jam, okay? And I really have to stay on it. Okay, that was so much yapping. Let's move on to November and the new goals for the new month. Okay, let's start with my personal goals. Like I've mentioned, I want to do more self-care this month. So I want to go get my brows done, and I want to focus on like doing like weekly skincare, professional skincare, okay? Those are like my self goals, my biggest ones for the month. I'm also going to bring from October, I'm going to bring like the digital detox back into November. Once per week, I really want to focus on doing a digital detox. I think it's so important for me. I felt so alive doing it in October that I really want to continue and actually commit to doing this once per week. And it will be on this list until I get it right, okay? In October, I think I've become like very aware of when my time is best spent. So I really want to like hone into like my time management and realizing what stuff I have to say no for in order to say yes for bigger things, and things that are actually like worth my time. For wellness goals, there was a time last year where I was literally walking every single day. Without fail, I was going on a walk every single day. And I cannot believe how much I fell off of that habit. And it shocks me that I wanted to walk once per week last month and I still couldn't do it. I literally do not know what's going on, why I'm feeling like this, but every time I go on a walk, I'm so grateful that I'm doing this. Like, I really don't want to do that, and then once I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm doing this. So I really still want to like focus on doing that, but I'm not going to just do 4, okay? I'm going to put 6 down. Like, I have to do 6, okay? 6 walks in November, okay? I can space them out, however, but 6, okay? 4 is just not cutting it. I have to push myself for more because I know how good it is for me once I do it. In terms of like weight training and stuff, it's going to be a little bit of a juggle because my gym partner is leaving in 2 weeks for like the entire holiday season, okay? So then I'm not going to have access to the gym. So my main goal in terms of wellness is to still like keep up with like 3 to 4 sessions per week. and then just like doing them at home and in like the home gym that we have, because we do have like some equipment. It's not as much as the gym obviously, but I can make it work if I just have the discipline to show up. I think I also want to take this time and kind of experiment by doing like maybe 2 or 3 like strength training sessions per week, and then doing one session of like a 30 to 40 minute Pilates class kind of online thing per week, and see if I add that also into the mix, like how that would kind of work out. At this point, I'm not really doing a lot of Pilates. Once she leaves, I kind of want to stay consistent with that. Add Pilates, see how it goes. Financial goals, literally the only thing that I freaking want to do is figure out the stuff with my accountant, figure out what exactly I have to send to her, and actually do that. And then hopefully within the next month, I'll be entering the stock market. But honestly, the stock market feels like so far away since I have this list of things that I have to do. So we just gotta keep pushing through. I have to get this done. That's like my big goal for November, is responding to my accountant with all the shit that she needs, okay? In terms of social media goals, basically the same as last month. I want to focus on uploading 2 YouTube videos per month. They take me a really long time to edit and everything, so I want to have like grace with myself and not push myself too much in it. I'm at this point, I'm happy with 2 uploads per month, because if I can do that consistently, I'm really fine with that. And then in terms of Instagram, I still want to continue by uploading like 15 posts per month, and maybe be more consistent on my stories as well. I feel as though I'm just like super busy sometimes for stories, but I do really love stories. I feel as though I have like deeper connections in stories that I have on posts. So I just have to figure that out and show up more there, but I'll manage that. Okay, and then that is basically our goals for November. I feel as though these are really great things that I can get excited about. Let me know in the comments, what is some of your goals this month? Is it maybe to go on one outside walk maybe? Maybe you really want to work on your wellness this month. Maybe you also have like been slacking in self-care and you think that you should also commit with me to doing like a self-care thing every week. Maybe you want to also take a digital detox. Let me know some of your goals. And then also, if there's like any other like recommendations of videos that you want to see of me, like do you want to actually see some like day in the lives, weeks in the lives? Do you want to see like more of our side hustle? Do you want to see like more kind of talking videos like this? Or do you want to see clothing hauls, stuff like that? Do let me know what kind of videos you really enjoy watching, and I can create more of them, of course, just for you. But now that our goals are done, let's go through our monthly favorites. I'm super excited. This is maybe like my best part of the videos. Like my favorite segment is the monthly favorites. Okay, and then the monthly favorites that we'll be going through is favorite book, favorite memory, favorite podcast, personal development episode, or like favorite movie or series, and then favorite purchase. Okay, so let's start with books. In the beginning of this month, I read such a terrible book. I could not get into it, and I think that contributed to like the first 2 weeks of this month. My screen time was just off the charts, because the second that I had some free time and I could actually read, I would just be scrolling on TikTok, because my book just didn't grip me. I didn't feel excited to read it. It was honestly just terrible, but I wanted to see it through. I was like, surely it's going to get better than this. Of course, they cannot just like have this book be published. It's so boring. There was no oomph, you know? I kept waiting for the oomph. I kept waiting for the tea. The tea just did not come. And when the tea came, it was cold tea. It was terrible. JC actually took on the role of deciding when I should stop reading a book, because he told me multiple times, then stop reading the book. And then I was like, no, it's going to get better or whatever. So he has appointed himself to be the stopper of me reading books. Boring books, terrible books. But the books that I have been reading for the last 2 weeks though, and I know I'm probably late to the game, is the After series by Anna Todd. I think these books are pretty old. I think they were published in like 2014, the first one, and there has been like movies made of it, and it's like super kind of like toxic relationship obsessions with one another. It's basically my guilty pleasure at this point, because I think that I shouldn't be reading it. I think there's so much better books out there in terms of storyline, okay? But it grips me. Like, I am so into it. It's literally, if it's cringy, I apologize, but I am really living for it. So would I necessarily recommend the After series? If you have it lying around and you want some like mindless kind of vibes, read it. You have nothing to lose. I've been enjoying it. It's been my favorite books of the month. Okay, and I still have, I think there's 3 or 4 more left in the series. You can see how like almost done I am with the second one. So I'm really vibing, okay? Then my favorite memory of the month was when me and JC was in Pilanesberg on our recent trip. You can see more like about that trip on the travel vlog that I posted. Obviously, it's the post before this one. I really enjoyed like the day that we spent in Pilanesberg. I feel as though we had like, it was a self-drive in the game reserve. We have the thrill of the fact that you can see a lion after every corner and after every turn. You have kind of that. I had some really great hippo sightings. My favorite hippo sightings is them like getting in and out of the water and like and like opening their mouths and stuff like that. And I had that, which is, I just love. I love it. I love it. But we had really good conversations. We just had such a really fantastic day. We stopped at the viewpoints that we wanted to like stop at. I had binoculars. I could see things like really super closely. Like there was baby hippos and I could see like their little wrinkles and everything. It was adorable. Really favorite memory of the month was that, for sure. Favorite podcast or personal development video? I have 2 actually, because I couldn't decide which one. I really loved this conversation with Aggie and Danielle about financial stuff and like taking kind of that leap of faith and leaving like the old version of you behind and step into like a new one that just serves you better. I felt as though this was a really good conversation regarding financial stuff, okay, and goals and stuff like that. And then this one from Terry Savelle Foy, I really loved, because it's not a lot that I watch like a personal development video and something that they said sticks by me as much as something stuck through by me in this video. And she said this thing about affirmations, and affirmations can sometimes be like a really tricky subject, because you can do them, I guess there's no like wrong way to do affirmations, but sometimes you can just feel like stuck and not really being sure like what you want an affirmation to be. And she said that like the way that you talk to yourselves really do matter, because you can be either hurting yourself or helping yourself. And sometimes you will get this thought, or you'll say something about yourself even in a jokey way and not be sure if it's actually hurting or helping you. So let's say that you say that I just look at carbs and I pick up weight. Okay, we've all heard a woman say this at some point in our lives, okay? And because you're saying it as a joke, you believe that it's not your reality. You're not speaking it over yourself. But then she said, if to figure out if something is hurting or helping you, try adding the phrase, and it's just the way I want it, after saying whatever you are going to say. So if you're saying, I just look at pasta and I pick up weights, and it's just the way I want it. And then you'll figure out, okay, no, that is hurting me, because that's not obviously what I want. So then you figure out, no, that is hurting me and I should stop saying that. So by adding the phrase after everything, I'm too broke to go out this weekend, and it's just the way I want it. Don't know, something to think about. I was really thinking about it. But favorite series though, I did yesterday start watching Tell Me Lies. I'm on episode 3, like mid episode 3, because I just saw everyone like posting about it on TikTok. So far, the visuals is really fantastic. I love it when I'm watching a series and like the quality of the content is just absolutely incredible. So the visuals is amazing. So far there's a really like gripping storyline, and I think it's gonna be good. Okay, so tell me lies if you need a new series recommendation. Favorite purchase of the month. This is going to be like super random. I have a video of this while I am unboxing this product and trying it for the first time, and then also sharing my thoughts on that video. But I have purchased this on an Instagram ad. It is Smell My Pits natural deodorant. It is my favorite purchase of the month. Literally, I have gone through life always being scared that I stink, and this does not like stop you from sweating. I don't sweat a lot, but I feel as though I smell. Okay, so this product doesn't stop you from sweating, but it neutralizes the odor. And I am literally walking like this, I kid you not, 8 or 10 times per day. I'm doing this and being shocked every time there's no smell. I'm absolutely obsessed with this product. If you want to see like a longer explanation of it, like how it works, my first reactions, and like a full on review of it, then do check out my next YouTube video, okay? Because honestly, obsessed with it. Favorite purchase of the month. And I'm gonna end on that. I'm gonna end you leaving thinking that I'm a sweaty, stinky gal. Well, not anymore, because now I have that stuff, okay? But that wraps up our monthly favorites, also our goals for November and our reflections of October. Let me know anything that you're going to be working on this November, something that you have improved on or really accomplished within the last month, something that was like a monthly favorite for you, whether it be a book. I'm gonna need new book recommendations after this one, so please leave them in the comments. A series that you really enjoyed watching, share it all with me. I really want to connect with you on here. And if you haven't done so yet, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video to make sure that you never miss my next upload. And I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.